Greetings to you, lords and ladies. Welcome to the channel, my friends. Today we have a special episode in store for us. Episode 14 of Dutch's Legacy will prove to be an important turning point in our campaign because we're no longer going to be playing as Dutch himself, the man, the myth, the legend. We're going to have to take over as our son, and our son has his own story to tell. He has his own ambitions. He has his own goals. So our story narratively here is going to be fun to, shift over to the next generation. And I'm looking forward to that today. We do have some things that we want to get done before Dutch dies. My commenters have been trying to help me get a regiment of war elephants in my camp. And you guys suggested a couple of methods, but they didn't end up working out. Just to be fully fully transparent, I did play for like 5 minutes. Like, we're starting today's episode from where we left off in the last one, but I wanted to do some testing because I really wanted to make sure we get these war elephants, and I wanted to try out the methods that were suggested to me, and I'm glad that I tested them out because they didn't end up working out, actually. One suggestion was to ask one of my patrons to give me a men-at-arms regiment, but the problem is it's random. It's completely random, and there are so many different kinds of men-at-arms regiments, so the odds of getting war elephants were pretty low, and every time I rolled the dice, I would be spending 200 prestige, and that's just too much for me. I just don't have enough prestige right now to, just to gamble away. So this method didn't end up working out. Another suggestion was a really good one. Not that the other one wasn't a good one, but this one had some added benefits. I've been trying to stress out Dutch here so we can die a little bit quicker, and I was thinking of ways last episode to increase my stress, and I completely overlooked this. So thank you to my commenter who reminded me that resetting perks stresses you out. So I might do this for the sake of helping our character die a little bit sooner, but it has an added benefit. There's a perk here in the learning lifestyle. I didn't realize this. Take the custom where it comes. May recruit cultural men-at-arms from where you are located. So if I get this perk, theoretically, I could recruit different kinds of men-at-arms depending on where I am in the world. And I tried it, and I wasn't getting war elephants. I traveled all around India while I had this perk, and I was getting different kinds of men-at-arms regiments, there were different kinds of men-at-arms, but war elephants never showed up. And I don't have a lot of time to play with right now because I'm literally going to die soon. So that method isn't... It's good, but it wasn't... I just don't have enough time to travel around and try to find war elephants. I just couldn't do it. But I do have a third method that I'm going to use instead. It has its downsides, but it's going to get us the war elephants, and that's what we want after all. So what I'm going to do is demolish one of these buildings. I chose the baggage train because I can just upgrade it again. I have plenty of money. So we can just rebuild it if we want. But if I want these war elephants, I have to demolish one of my buildings and build something else immediately. It's going to take time to build these things. So before I start playing and letting time pass, I have to make sure these things are happening. Now, once I build the Proving Grounds, I'll get access to an upgrade slot that will allow me to recruit elephants. It's a special upgrade to the Proving Grounds, so that way I can actually get them. I just need to hope that I survive long enough to build the buildings and hire the men-at-arms and get the men-at-arms in my camp before Dutch dies. That way my son will just inherit them, So we are going to build these. Let's hope that RNG doesn't screw us. I'm not going to do anything to my stress level. We're at stress level 2, so we're going to hold off on resetting my perks. I'll wait to do this. I am going to do it, but I'm going to wait a little while. And another thing we can do in the meantime, since we're just standing around, waiting for time to pass and waiting for buildings to build, there's a pretty good contract right here. I can get some prestige and a decent amount of money if I have an exceptional success. So let's try it. And it's not that far away. See? Now, I lost some of my camp positions because the building that I destroyed was giving me access to some jobs. But we'll get those jobs back. I will rebuild. What was it? The baggage train. So that might have made some people mad because their jobs don't exist anymore. Let me just double check my followers' opinions and make sure they... They're not all at 100, but they're all green. And most of them, if not all of them... No, not all of them. A lot of them are terrified or intimidated, which is going to go away when we take control of our son. He's not exactly like his dad. So opinions might be an issue, but I'm hoping because of my son's really good diplomacy, opinions won't be much of an issue. Okay, let's let some time go by slowly while I do this. Oh no, it pauses. I forgot. I did all these things already? Okay. We entered a new era. It's the early medieval ages now. Yeah, we're out of the tribal era. We're into the early medieval era. Which doesn't really concern us now, because we can't do anything about our innovations until we become the cultural head of the Dutch culture. But that's thinking ahead. We don't need to think that far ahead. Let's think short term. I made sure to get all of my children in camp educated properly. They all have guardians and everything. None of my daughters are pregnant. Here it is, the Elephantry Reserve. May recruit elephant cavalry men-at-arms. So we need to survive for 10 more months. We haven't gotten the Know Thyself warning yet. So we're still okay. Let's see if we can do another contract in the meantime. Let's keep saving up money for our son. Let's not do this criminal contract. Let's do this legal one. I'll try it out. And we're gonna make sure that Dutch dies in Tahiti. Now we gotta train some knights. One failure. I can't fail too many times. Okay, success. Success. A shrill shriek snatches me from my slumber back into the blackness of night. I follow it to the source and find my grandson Sebastian cowering in front of his tent. There's a wolf inside of his tent. Let's slay it. Wow. Even though I'm 70 years old and I've got one foot in the grave and I'm an infirm lunatic, I'm pretty much guaranteed to kill this wolf. Slay it. We are the Wolf Slayer after all. I think that's where we got our nickname, because we did that before. We've had that event before, and that's where we got our nickname. So we're just living up to our name. I want to see if we can burn through some of these decisions before I die, just to get rid of them. Is it worth it? No, it's not worth it to reduce my gallows trade. We're going to die with a 5-star thief wanted level, which I think is the most appropriate one for Dutch. He's going to die a legendary bank robber. A loud scream cuts through the bustle outside my tent. Hated fopdoodle, I am the son of Raja Varotaya, and the time has come for you to answer for your vile misdeeds. Face me or the world will know that you are unwilling to defend your own honor. As I turn around, I am met by the burning eyes of a man consumed by the desire to defend the honor of his father. My guards are still nearby. If I wish, I could have this hothead thrown out, humiliated and impotent. Do we want to duel this guy at 70 years old? I don't want to risk dying. Oh, what am I saying? I mean, I do want to die, but not right now. I still got elephants to get. Alright, fine. We'll duel. Get out of my face. Confidence lends competence, as they say, and my strikes prove that. From nowhere, this idiot flies forwards, aiming a vicious kick exactly where my shin was a moment ago. Surprised by my unsuspected shift, my foe sails past me, utterly off balance. Seeing a good spot to end the bout, I put the boot into the resulting heap, kicking furiously until I hear a strangulated yield. Sit down. You just got destroyed by an infirm lunatic. He's my rival, I don't care. Wow. Alright, Dutch is going out with a bang. You know, he's not dying with a whimper. I need to get one of my sons remarried because his wife died. But she doesn't have any traits. And over time, it's going to become less and less relevant to recruit people. Because as we're traveling, and let's not forget, I have a bunch of children that are going to come of age in a few years. So those are free, you know, free companions. So recruiting people is going to become less and less important. Can I rob the supplies again? Nope. We still haven't gotten the Know Thyself warning. Okay, my eldest son just had a daughter who's fecund, just like her mom. This is their first child. So she will no longer be fertile at 46, or she will no longer be infertile at 46. She will become infertile at 51. Godzilla, my bodyguard, is trying to kill my daughter-in-law. What should I do with him? His wife is no longer going to have children, but if I get him remarried or something, his trait can continue. He's getting old. He's been with us for such a long time. I remember when we got this guy. We found him in the woods, and we raised him. Alright, I'm going to lock him up. He needs to be punished. I can't let these things go by. I'm gonna imprison him. And then my son will, just like Bill Williamson Jr. here, my son will decide their fate. Because when I die, my son can decide their fate, let them out of prison, and get hooks on them. This hook isn't going to be my son's. This is the hook that I have. So this will be an opportunity for my son to get some leverage on. Alright, what is that annoying sound? Get out of my ears. So we'll keep him in prison. Hopefully he survives, but he is ailing. If he dies, it's whatever. We have to punish murderers within camp. Keeping my elephants, they're really expensive, 460. And we have a size limit of 3, so let's increase the regiment to max. And I'll spend some provisions to get it up. We only have 5 out of 75, so now we have full 75. So we officially have elephants in our party. I hope I'm not going to regret this, because look at their provision demand. Elephants eat so much. And we have a super... like, we're literally going to travel to the other side of the map with these elephants. But we're lucky because we have a bunch of provision limit. And with that, I'm going to demolish this. I still have my elephants. The limit went down to 2, but we already recruited 3, so, we're over the limit. We're over the limit, which is good. Let's rebuild the baggage train. Okay, so now I can do this. Reset my perks. Actually, let me take a look at what I got everywhere, because everything's going to be the same pretty much. But we're just going to mess around with the learning lifestyle. I still want Know Thyself. I still want Wash Your Hands, because this helps my courtiers as well. I don't care about Carefree. I'll skip Iron Constitution this time. I don't need this perk anymore, but I will get Pedagogy. I will get Open-Minded. I'll get that one. Whatever, I'll just get it. And now we can switch out of our lifestyle. I don't see the harm in just staying in this. Travel speed plus 30. I'm not moving as Dutch anymore. We're not moving, so I don't need this. I think this is useful. Provisions gain. I'll still do some things to get that. Or to get more provisions. Because we spent a bunch. And we're going to need them for these friggin' elephants. So now we're at stress level 3. That's a severe health penalty. We should get our Know Thyself warning now. Yep, we're dying. We're dying. Oh, there it is. So we're dying in Tahiti. We promised. I did everything... So we did everything that Dutch wanted in his lifetime. We started in Amsterdam. We made it all the way across the world. We didn't found our own realm down here, but we are on the opposite side of the world in a place called Tahiti, which is close enough to Tahiti. So Dutch is going to die where he always wanted to die. And then we'll take over as our son, and we'll continue his story. I should spend some of this prestige, because it's not going to carry over. I think I have some nearby patrons. Let's talk to them. We can get some gold. 14. See, this is the suggestion that one of you guys wanted. It's like, hey, just ask your patrons for a men-at-arms regiment. But it's random, and it just costs prestige. I'll take the provision since I spent so much. We'll take that. Alright, Dutch, say your goodbyes. Get your affairs in order. You know what I think they should do? When the game says your ruler's about to die, your heir should have like a smile in preparation because he knows he's about to take over. Let's listen to a story before we die. Let's let this big fat guy tell us a story. This is going to be the last story we ever hear, so it better be good. Oh, we can get some Marshall. This naked lady. She's pretty well-rounded, I'll give her that, and she's loyal. But no congenital traits. That's what I need for my son. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna die. We'll speed 5 it. He's off to the great gig in the sky. I could demand payments for hooks. Let's see what kind of hooks that I have. Oh my goodness. My daughter is a leper now. She went from being beautiful to a leper. Oh my god. Where is it? Demand payment. She doesn't have enough gold. Yeah, she's in debt. That sucks for my daughter. I feel bad, but I guess it happens. I'm gonna blackmail Charles. Before he dies, he has some money. I'm just getting some last minute extortions. Their opinions don't matter because I'm about to die. She has nothing. Oh yeah, I forgot that it just tells you in the situation log. I could do it this way, I'm sorry. Okay, so we called in all our favors. Dying in Tahiti. I don't have time for this. I'm trying to die, lady. Get out of my way. I want to make sure I get my portable shrine going. Leave me alone. Let me die in peace. Here we go. Boss Dutch the First of the Van Der Linde gang has found peace in Christ's embrace at 72 years of age. He died of heart failure. Cursed with a disturbed mind, he was known throughout his lands as a raving lunatic. But that was like the really that was like the last few years of his life. That's how he's being remembered, because he became a lunatic at the end. Boss Dutch steps forward as a leader. Being an ambitious man, many expected the camp to grow and prosper under his rule. We'll try to make that... We'll try to make sure that's the case. Okay. There are whispers about the tales and deeds of my father, exalted among men, Boss Dutch, everywhere I go. Near or far, it seems there is nobody who has not heard his name. Hell yeah. I wonder, will I always stay in the shadow of my father, or will I be able to achieve as much fame in my life as him? So, I guess my son is telling us he wants to be at least exalted among men, just like his dad was. We're starting as established. And we're almost distinguished. We're almost there. So I get more monthly prestige, but I do have more stress gain. So I think I have to deal with this until I become exalted among men. Which is kind of annoying. Okay, let's slow down. Because of your veteran traveler trait, you gain 50% more experience. Are you in this lifestyle? At least he got some good perks. And he did start in the tree that I probably would have wanted to do. Since he is a diplomacy guy, I can befriend people. Confidants, always nice. Groom to rule. Children get more skill points. Each of your friends gives you 2 random skill points. Successful befriend schemes against rulers will add the target to your roll of patrons. So we can get schmoozy with the nobility when we get back to England or Europe. I like this tree. I think we're going to start in diplomacy. General opinion plus 10. Travel speed plus 30. Absolutely. I like it. Get anatomical studies. He has a bunch of skill points here. Damn. Oh, let's get carefree. Let's go wash your hands. Disease resistance? Hell yeah. We don't have any children yet, so this one isn't essential. I need to learn some languages. I don't know as many as my dad did. So this will shorten it. Excellent. Natural dread. Would that be useful? I think prowess would be more useful. I can ask people to start grand tournaments, and we can do participate in a tournament if we want. Because we're a young man now. The possibilities are endless. I think prowess would be really handy. I'm taking that. So we started with a bunch of perks, more than I thought we were going to start with. We're starting with 4,000 gold. Thanks, Papa. All of his ill-gotten wealth from robbing... robbing his way across the world. Okay, so let's gather some provisions. We can do that. Apparently we can't do that. We need to decide their fates. Let's start with Bill Williamson Jr. We grew up with Bill Jr. We're the same age, essentially. We grew up together. But he tried to kill one of my brothers. Unfortunately, this is a weak hook to let him out, so the hook wouldn't last a long time. I could just kick him out. He's not really providing much. He really isn't. I'm banishing him. I can use Gotzello, though. At least he has some prowess. So we're banishing Bill Williamson. The Williamsons have exited our story. which is sad. They didn't have any kids. Well, he was the only child of Bill Williamson and Karen. I think that's who I married him to. I need more prestige, but when we do have enough, I need 1,000. Wow, that's a lot. But I want to change my camp purpose. I think I want to become explorers for the trip back home. And we're not the Van Der Linde gang anymore. We're the... Whoops. No, actually, that doesn't really roll. I was going to do the Van Der Linde expedition. Because we're not a... Well, I guess while we're still a gang, while we're still freebooters, we'll be the Van Der Linde gang. I need to come up with something. Something that speaks to our desire to get back home. Wow, look at this funky spaghetti realm. Burgundy. Lotharingia broke up. And now it's a bunch of different things. Or Italy broke up. The Kingdom of Italy doesn't exist anymore. West Francia still holding on. Brittany's still holding on. The Empire of Hispania broke up too. Burgundy took some of this. You can tell because this Muslim power got up to here. But now Catholicism is starting to make a comeback. Nice. The conditions are getting better for when we return. And Holland itself is still divided. It's still pretty fragmented. So there might be a good opportunity for us to take a county over here. Let's hope it doesn't get absorbed by a bigger empire. That would suck. Alright, so what do we need to do? Let's manage our items. I'm just going to unequip everything. And we'll go one by one. Only one crown to choose from. Yes. Yes. That learning might come in handy. I know it's only one, but I'm going to go to college. There's a university right near here. That's going to be one of the first things that I do, and getting that learning might help. I'll take it. I'm going to equip this. I don't need the fertility right now. I can always just re-equip this. I need a journal now. Monthly lifestyle experience plus 40%, no matter what lifestyle I'm in. This one is some more fertility. So when we get a wife and we want to start having kids, we can always just switch these. But we're going to start with this. That's a lot. Let's check opinions. That's important. I have a rival. My sister's my rival. I'm going to start swaying her immediately. My brother is my heir currently until I have kids. This is some random stranger we need to tell to get out. And I feel so bad for my sister here. That's a severe health penalty, I think. Yeah. So she's probably not going to have any more children because that hits her fertility too, minus 95%. Her beautiful trait just can't keep up with that. That sucks. So she's probably not going to live for much longer. Charles Smith is going to die soon. Okay, so opinions need work. They need some help. I have a dog named Holdfast. I don't need to pet him because that's a stress relieving thing. Let's go to a university now. Let's make sure that we do that immediately. There's one here? There's one here already. We don't even have to move. Tahiti University. We're gonna study hard. We're gonna study real hard. We're gonna buy all the school supplies that we need, all the pencils and erasers and calculators. Or abacuses. We don't have to travel, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay. That's awesome. That's really convenient. I thought I would have to travel up here. I didn't realize there was one here. Here I am, finally at the gates of school, the renowned university seat. All knowledge is collected inside these hallowed halls, and scholars of repute from all over the world assemble in these same hallways to preserve and increase a true wealth of wisdom. And I'll soon join them. Of course, major centers of culture are also active markets and offer all the distractions that a student could ever desire. Let's hope that we get to level 4. That way we get 3 perks for free, and we're guaranteed to increase our education from a 3-star to a 4-star. That's what we really want. The perks would be nice, but improving our education would be even better. Look at how much gold we have. Look at this little rich boy going to school because his dad was a freaking gangster. Attention students, my teacher Hadana shouts, Maharaja Kasapa in tow, our benefactor, this guy has deigned us a visit. Are you debating new strategies? I'm quite fond of that subject myself. I hope your studies are going well. Do we want to make a donation? We're rich enough to do it, and our studies become much more successful. Bribery always helps your grades. My studies proceed well, but I can't help feeling a bit isolated. I'm a stranger in a stranger land, in the language of these lands. Sinhalisi, as spoken by the locals in the taverns and the markets of the cities, is exotic and mysterious. I thought he already learned a language from here. I guess this is completely different language? Oh, I see. Sri Lanka has its own special language. Well, I'm not going to try to learn it. 92 stress. I could always humiliate my stooge just to relieve that stress. That's what I'm going to do. That's a good thing I didn't get a mental break. Oh, I can't humiliate my stooge until it's over. Crap. Yeah, I can't do anything. Okay, please don't stress out anymore. It's not like I'm living at the school. I'm living at home. I'm just commuting to school. So I should still be able to do things. I'm not technically traveling. Listen to me, Sobika shouts maniacally. If you read between the lines in spiritual medicine, it's obvious. You just need to combine a stick, a human skull goblet, and a roast swan. All while adhering to the principles of theoretical knowledge and observational, I think that's a typo, studies in this kind of, this charlatanism. Trust me, it'll work. I don't have time for your nonsense. He develops a grudge against me. Whatever. I am not long for this part of the world. Today, we are going to another one of... We're going to kill another innocent animal. Let's just get through this. Killing innocent animals. I don't like that part of school. That's definitely not one of the electives I would have selected. There's only a 1% chance that I killed this guy, but do I want to... It's basically 50-50 odds. If I fail, I lose a lot of my prestige that I have saved up. But it becomes massively more successful. We did it! Well done! What's the odds now? Oh my god, we're gonna get to level 4. This son is so impressive. I can't wait to rule as him. I can't wait to play as him. I did such a good job with this son. I don't want to have that mental break. Okay, let's relax. We got to tier 3. I think we have another opportunity to get to tier 4. Nope. Oh, no, we did. We got the 3 diplomacy perks. And now we're a gray eminence. Our monthly diplomacy lifestyle is now 40% faster. Yeah, at level 3 you only get 2. We got level 4. Success. And I got a new book. I mean, it's good quality, but my book is better. And we're already so close to getting our next perk. Look how quick we're gonna get down this tree. I love you, Dutch Jr. He's looking in a mirror, I guess. He's looking at himself, and... I'm not changing his name. I just didn't know if this part of his name is permanent. I think that is. Boss Dutch the Second. Let's see what we can do. I want to find some contracts that are legal, that provide prestige, because I want to change what my camp's type is. Or its classification, I guess I should say. I don't need to steal these provisions, and this will be the first time that we're actually buying them. I don't know if I want to be like a criminal with this son. I don't want the gallows bait trait. I don't want this son to get that. I just want to have a fun adventure, not like a criminal adventure. Our wealth is... Our dad worked so hard being a criminal, risking his life and traveling across the world, to make this money so his son could have an easier time and a more enjoyable life on his way back home. We don't need to resort to criminality. We're rich. So we can spend our money, not needlessly. We're not going to completely spend all of our inheritance. I still need a wife for my brother. Let's get the hostile leader trait. There we go. We didn't have that already. Let's call on... Oh, no, if I want to call on those patrons that I just got, because I want to utilize those patrons somehow. He's at war, so he can't plan a grand tournament. Too old. No ladies with congenital traits that I can get from my brother. There's no way I'm spending 300 prestige to get 15 gold. That's not worth the exchange. So I don't want any of this, so I'm not going to use this. We're going to hold on to our prestige, but let's get moving. We have to start visiting all these special locations that are nearby. Or let's see which ones that we have to get, because I might have already visited some, yeah. Wow, we have to travel pretty far before we start getting to locations that we haven't been to yet. He's been to all these locations since he's been alive. So that's kind of interesting. So you can tell when he was born by which locations he's been to on the map. So according to this, he must have been born while we were traversing the Bosphorus Strait and entering like the Anatolian Peninsula and coming into Turkey and stuff. So he must have been born around this time, because after that, he's been to all these places. Which is really cool. So we can maybe explore and come up this way. It's out of the way, though, you know? And I really would like to get back to Holland as soon as I can. So we're going to travel up to here. And then we'll decide. No wonder he had all those perks when we were choosing where to put all of our perks. He got all of those. He must have gotten them all while we were traveling. Which is really cool. Let's come here. Uh-oh, it's a war zone. I'll hire some mercenaries just to protect me. I don't want anything bad to happen here. So this trip, just this leg of the trip, is going to cost us 4,600 provisions because of these damn elephants. Let's get moving. My sister and rival just killed Charles. I can learn a secret against her and have a hook on her. That might be useful since she is my rival, or I can learn intrigue from her. Look at my prowess. I have 29 prowess. Oh no, we learn her secret either way. So, yeah, we'll get 2 intrigue. I don't want to punish my daughter and do anything, but I need her to have children. Like, once she's done having children, we can start thinking about punishing her for stuff, but right now, she has a job to do. She needs to have kids. We can blame our dwarf, Arthur Morgan. I need to be careful of opinions, guys. I do have my mobile shrine now, so I can convert him. He has 32 prowess. He's starting to get on the older side of things, but he is a giant, and that's a congenital trait. I think he's worth it just for that. We're starting to lose people, like Charles was just killed, and I do need a bodyguard. It says he'd be excellent at the job. And his personality's okay, he's honest. He doesn't have a sinful trait or anything. It's just a question of whether or not he's going to convert. But he will get an opinion boost from us. Alright, so I got a new bodyguard. My older brother doesn't have a job, and he would be a good second. I'll give him the job. My other brother needs a job. I'll give him. And then my brother-in-law would be an excellent camp priest. Which is funny because we had to convert this guy to Catholicism. So a converted Catholic is going to act as our camp priest. Alright, so that's another way to improve opinions. Giving people jobs. Still trying to convince my sister here. Let's blackmail her. She's not going to like it, but now we have a strong hook on her. Long after most have gone to sleep for the night, I still find myself seated by the campfire. What's wrong? John asks as he sits down next to me, with a concerned expression on his face. At first I don't know what to say, but I start talking. As I start talking, it just comes out naturally. All my stress, my worries, my day-to-day issues. Yeah, I do have some stress. I just keep thinking about the time when Maria Van Der Linde and I became rivals. I can't help but wonder if I should have done things differently. We become friends with our brother. Yes. I'll take that friendship. Off to a good start. As we prepare to set off in the morning, I see John stand outside the camp all alone. As I walk over to him, I notice a change in the wind. I huddle my clothes around myself as a gust of cold wind hits my back. The cold whispers that it is time for winter yet again. I wonder what winter... I've never been to India, but I'm wondering what winters in India would like. I would imagine that winters are pretty mild in India. Considering they're like basically on the same latitude or longitude, whatever, as like the Sahara Desert. So I would imagine that winters in India aren't that bad. I'll take some more stress relief. You might be a boss, Dutch, but you are also an abhorrent cur. Wow, where am I getting all this stress relief? Like, look at all of this. And all these opinion gains. 59% that I can boost everybody's opinion by 15. Oh my goodness. These opinions are just going up by themselves without much effort from me. We can become closer to forming a friendship with my other sister, Duchess. Personal scheme success chance plus 25% against family members, so that'll help with my sway scheme against my sister. I really want the rivalry to go away. I've noticed that Arthur Morgan avoids me more than usual. I can fight him 100% chance of victory, and he leaves the entourage. He leaves my camp. I gained 7 trade experience in Seasoned. I am trying to improve that. I want to get to level 2. But I'm going to lose Arthur here. Arthur Morgan the Short. I suppose it wouldn't be harmful to start filtering out some of my characters here. He's not serving a oh no, he is my stooge. He is. If I tell him to get out, he becomes my rival. Alright, he just seems to want to leave. I really don't want to take 84 stress, guys. I don't want to do this. And because I am vengeful, it makes sense for me to do one of these. Oh no, I'm going to take 42 stress because I'm calm. This is just a bad event. I don't like this event. Whatever. Get out of my camp. I'll find another stooge. Gotzello, the guy that I freed from prison. He's the new uncle. I'm renaming him to uncle. He's had the name Gotzello for forever, but now since he's basically uncle, and I think he's the right age for it. I need a new uncle. Alright, so no harm, no foul. See you later, Arthur Morgan, the Short. Once I'm done swaying my sister, and once we're not done, or once we're not rivals anymore, I want to start learning languages. Not interested in your stupid predictions. I want to kill this guy, get some dread and some money. He did try to steal from me. So that's the first guy we've killed. Do we have a secret now? Which is something that I forgot to check when we took control of him. I don't have any secrets. So we took control of him in a good amount of time before he started accumulating secrets. We can get the Aspiring Blade Master, but in exchange for some stress. But that's if we can't do it. Never mind. Yes. Our father didn't have that trait. That's a trait that our dad didn't have. +3 prowess and a small health boost. Disease resistance. Wow. I'm loving my son already. I love him. Another haunted manor. I'm just gonna kind of rush through this one because we've done it before. Get some piety. I'm taking that. We haven't even gotten to our destination. Can we please just get there without all these freaking events? It's ridiculous. I'm not following the duck. I'm not going to fall into that trap. Let's humiliate our stooge. How much dread do we have? 22. Is anybody intimidated by us or scared of us? There's one intimidated. One terrified. 2 terrified. Only 4 people? Or 5 people? Alright, so we just came here to visit the location. It's not like I want to go to the tavern or anything. will come up to here. I might not need the mercenaries anymore. Oh, no, I do, because I'm starting here. There's only 7% chance of danger. I'm not worried about it. What the hell? The Pathfinder's gear should help me through hills. Oh, these are desert mountains. Oh, there's special kind of mountains. Why can't it just be mountains in general? Damn, I'll just use the damn mercenaries. 2,000. There better be provisions where I'm going, because I'm gonna need them. And we just went over an hour, guys, so once we get to our new location, we'll hunker down. Steal from this grave. That's not worth 50 gold. That's not worth 50 gold either. I do want to get private tents back up. Stress loss plus 10%. Courtier opinion plus 10. Okay, so we've arrived. Oh my goodness, look, 95% that I gained 7,000 provisions? I would be a fool not to do that. There's a Justicar contract nearby. Maybe I can find a wife for my brother. And we want to do legal stuff now. And I just need prestige to change my camp. Got to convert this guy. I do have some single ladies in here. Mary Linton's married. My sisters are married, but I do have single ladies. Like, my niece is about to become an adult. My bastard niece. Poor sister. Alright, so we converted that guy. Protect the innocent. Ambush traveler. No, that's a criminal. Rescue fair subject. Let's do it. We're going to end with this. I'm going to get some prestige and piety. No money, though, but that's not what I'm doing this for. It's not about the money. It's about the fame and the recognition and the lady at the end of it. Who's probably going to have a beauty congenital trait. Look at that. I might be jumping the gun here, but I'm tempted to marry her to my son. They share a beauty congenital trait, so their children are guaranteed pretty much to be beautiful, which is the tier 3 trait, because the two tier 2 ones will reinforce. She's bringing a new trait, and he's bringing his own unique trait, which is the quick trait. She's on the older side, though. This is the first fair subject that we're coming across, and I don't want to feel like... her skills aren't that great, though. Of course, this happens at the end of the episode when I'm... I think along our journeys, I think some of you will admit, we have a long journey ahead of us, and there will be plenty of times where we can rescue fair subjects. She's too old, man. And it would be nice to age a little bit. Like, once I get into my 30s, my mid-30s, that'll be a good time to get married. She's great. She is great. Except her skills. I don't like her skills much. Only 2 things. She's got a 4-star stewardship education. I'm passing up. We have a long journey ahead of us. We'll find somebody better. We got plenty of time for that. Alrighty, lords and ladies, let's make another trip. We don't have to steal provisions, we're pretty much stocked up. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, the guards were summoned. Whoops. We failed that 95% skill check. Come on. Nothing. Alright, lords and ladies. This is where we're going to wrap it up. We're on our way out of it. We're on our way out of India. We took control of our son. He's starting off really well. His skills are phenomenal. He's got 35 prowess. That is amazing. We improved our education from a 3-star to 4-star because we had a perfect college experience. Graduated magna cum laude. I think that's the top one. Or maybe it's summa cum laude. Whatever. He did a good job. He got straight A's. So now he's a gray eminence. And we have a nice long life to look forward to. We're going to try to find a wife along our journey. And we have to start racing towards Holland because I really don't want it to get absorbed by a big empire. I feel like the longer I wait, Burgundy's getting too close to this. Oh, look at this. Burgundy owns Bohemia. And Bohemia is like separated from everything else. There's some interesting things going on in our ancestral homeland that we're gonna have to deal with. Oh yeah, another thing that's going on: the Eastern Roman Empire, or the Byzantine Empire, is in the middle of a civil war. So we're gonna have to travel through this. Hopefully, this war ends before we travel this way. But it's gonna be really fun traveling our way there, planting our feet in Holland. I can't wait. We have a whole new adventure ahead of us. But this was a really fun episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button as always. Leave your comments down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I was gonna say, no. We could talk about it in the next one. I'm getting distracted, guys. But yeah, guys, do all that stuff. Hit that like button, comment, leave us, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 15 will be coming at you soon. Zoom out a little bit more. And until episode 15 comes out, I will see you then. Have a good one, guys.